Introducing your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite.
Number 1, number 34, Hain Elementary.
Brady Dixon, 36, in Gamar Elementary School.
Introducing your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite.
Squishy Evans, number 1, St. Killian Parish School. Squishy says, no, 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 no.
Enza Vickers, number 2, St. Charles.
Finna, number 5, Chartiers Valley. Let's win it, boys.
Grayson Baru, number 14. I go to Elwood City Area School District. Bye.
Lennon Bloom, 22, Nature Boy Elementary.
Ooh!
Ryan Schweitzer, number 23, Hain Elementary School. Bang!
Finn Bowen, number 26, and I go to Eden Hall Upper Elementary. And I got hands.
Austin Kumnick, number 34, Hain Elementary.
Brady Dixon, 36, in Gamar Elementary School. Laying the boom.
I'm Sammy Brushett, number 48, and I go to Hain Middle School.
Ryan Moore, number 61, Hain Middle School.
Luca Zacci, number 83, Mars Area Centennial School. And I shoot bombs from the blue line.
Danny Foster, 88, Mercer Elementary School.
This is my house. Nathan Goldberg, 97, Level Green Elementary School. And I hit lasers.
Introducing your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite.
Koshi Evans, number 1, St. Killian High School. Koshi Evans, Enzo Vickers, number 2, St. Charles.
Ryan Schweitzer, number 23, in elementary school. Barron.
Finn Bowen, number 26, and
I'm Sammy Brooklyn, number 38, and I go to Hain Middle School.
Luca Zacchi, number 83, Morris area Centennial School. Nashville Bombs from the blue line.
Jamie Foster, 88, National Elementary School. This is mine.
Nathan Goldberg, 97, Everything Roses.
Good morning, Swirly Nation, and welcome to the Barons Arena here in Cleveland, Ohio. Home to the Cleveland Barons, sponsored by a local bus company. For today's game in the 2-1-6 showcase, it's game number 2 for the Pens. It'll be CP Dynamo and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Starting lineups brought to you by the training table at the Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township. In net for the Penguins, 48, Sammy Burchett. On defense, 88, Danny Foster. 83, Luca Zacchi. The wing, 61, Ryan Lorne. 26, yesterday's birthday boy, Finn Bowen. And at center, number 22, Landon Bloom. We are underway from Cleveland. CP Dynamo controls the opening faceoff, puts it in behind the Penguins net, where Zacchi will pick it up and fire it over to Bowen. Bowen's play along the half wall, supported well by Zacchi, kept in at the point by CP. They're able to dump it all the way to the opposite corner for Foster. He'll reverse to the opposite side to Zacchi, now Bowen. Bowen's next attempt to get out of the zone is successful, and he's able to get it the whole way to Bloom, who goes across with a pass, and we're going to get an offside call. Do the best to bring it to you folks. I know that the reception here is choppy. So if you stick with us, I know you'll catch parts of the game. We will upload, just like yesterday, we'll upload the whole game for you to see at the end of this. If you're unable to catch it live. If you're hearing me right now, though, make sure you click on subscribe. Click subscribe below. Subscribe to Cinnamon Swirl TV. We love each and every one of you, and we appreciate your support. Also, simultaneous casting, we've got that 2010 Pens Elite taking on the Chicago Fury from Cranberry Township. And we'll check in on that game every once in a while. It's currently a 0-0 tie with the Penguins on a power play. Puck popped free for the Penguins, and Brody Carter with a, or I'm sorry, Brady Parrish with a nice opportunity there. But back to our game at CP Dynamo up the outside, sending one across all the way into the Penn's end to be tracked down by Dino Felino. Felino carrying behind Brushett. And out to center where he lofts one cross ice. It's off of a Lure stick into the offensive zone, but it's counterattacked immediately by Dynamo. Chopping at it was Felino. Getting control in the defensive end was Dixon. He's able to work it up to Bloom. Bloom tries to the outside for Lure again. Lure will get there and pop it in behind the cage. Bloom in on the forecheck, hunting the puck down in the corner, supported by Schweitzer. Back to the point it comes for a missile off of the new twig for Dixon. Dixon with a new stick. It needs maybe to be recalibrated as that was a little bit to the right, so he'll get the calibration sights out and work on that one. Back to the point where he keeps it in and rims it behind looking for Bloom. Another clearing attempt by Dynamo, cut off by Dixon. Puck sitting in front, shot by Bloom, rebound and a diving save, and a beauty by the Dynamo netminder. Cinnamon Swirl TV, subscribe below. You can also find us cinytv.com, cinytv.com. Vickers to take the draw. Popped in behind for Goldberg. Goldberg on the half wall, able to work it all the way up to Kumnik for a shot from the outside. The Penguins doing a good job working it low to high. Battle in front of the net. And it's brought on out to center by CP Dynamo, cut off by the stick of Kumnik. And it'll be Baru turning it towards the offensive zone, right-hand side. Down the half wall, cutting into the middle. Unable to get the pass through, cut off by the Dynamo defense. And they'll pop it back to the point where it's going to be kept, I think, by Kumnik. It's picked up by Vickers, carried out the center, and his pass is off of a skate. Now it'll be to Baru. Baru lofts it all the way across the ice, but it's picked up by CP Dynamo before Foster uses good body position to get control of the puck and carry it all the way into the Dynamo end, where he'll stop along the half wall, twisting and turning, creating a little bit of space. He gets free and finds Kumnik at the point. Kumnik will wind and fire right into the shin pad of a defender. He's able to break up the breakout and get it to Vickers, who sends it back into the CP end, where it'll be Goldberg on the forecheck. He's able to dislodge the puck to Lure. His cross-ice feed looking for Bowen is sent back out the center to be collected by Felino in the Penguin zone. He'll go D to D. Dixon up to Lure. Lure to Goldberg. Goldberg with the Shuby flip, as they call it in the 2010 land, getting the dump and chase started for the Penguins. Dixon keeps it again at the blue line. Like a puck magnet as the Pens are working it low to high quite a bit. Now a 2-on-2 developing for CP. It's Bowen on the back check, and a great back check to go into the middle. That's a great play right there. Back checking up through the middle of the ice is so important. Able to regroup to the middle, and he picks off a pass. Now it's Dixon getting it back up to Bowen. Bowen's got Schweitzer and Baru with him, runs into the official though, and he'll have to dump and chase. And Baru, the chaser, cutting behind the net. Are the Dynamo defense to work the breakout to the left-hand side. Kept in by Zachi, right to Baru. Carries to his backhand, cuts inside, shoots! And ladies and gentlemen, great, hide the cookies, folks. Grandma, you didn't hide them well enough on that top shelf, because Grayson Baru raiding the cookie jar. Head to your fridge, head to your cooler, dig down deep. It might be 9:33 in the morning on the East Coast, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Grab an ice cold Baru. Finding the top corner to give the Pens a 1-0 lead. And I did not get the replay for you folks. My apologies to Mr. Baru. Goldberg turning with it in the CP zone. Penguins with an early lead here. We're about 5 minutes into the first period. It's been a good back and forth. The Penguins Doing a good job thus far. That play cut off by Foster, but it'll be picked up by Dynamo and dumped into the corner where Zachi will be the first one to get the puck. He'll wrap it all the way around past the goal scorer, Baru, right to the stick of a streaking Dynamo player whose shot goes up and over the cage to be picked up by Lowarchuk and start the breakout. He goes cross ice to Baru. Baru cycling at center, dumps it in. It bounces over the defenseman's stick, so no icing as it just ticked off of that stick. And the Penguins in on the forecheck. It'll be Lowarchuk on the forecheck. Bloom getting control. He's knocked down on the play, and back comes Dynamo. Shot from the outside in on Brichette, who puts it into the corner. It'll be Kumnik picking it up there to Schweitzer. Schweitzer with a tap pass to a spinning Bloom. Bloom back to Schweitzer, and he'll drive the right wing side, kicking the puck further. Hunted by Bloom in the corner, as it'll be picked up by Foligno. His shot from the outside deflects by Bloom in on net, where it is again stopped and held. A bouncing puck tracked well by the CP goaltender. He had the glove out and the pad behind it. Good goaltending position there. 6:41 to play, period one. Pens lead 1-0 over on the 2010 game. There's 7.5 minutes to play in a 0-0 game with the Chicago Fury. Feel free to join us there as well on Cinnamon Swirl TV, your leader, your premier home for live youth sports action. Schweitzer working it up the center. A feed by Dynamo off the backhand of Bowen, but he'll track things down. Dumping it further, but can't get it past the Dynamo defense, who will send it back out to center. It'll be Kumnik picking it up there. He goes lofty with the Murphy dump all the way into the CP zone. No icing the call by the official. And CP will look to set up a controlled breakout. They do so all the way out to center. Tapping it in. Coming to the inside of Zachi. Pressured by Dixon. Worked free, and a shot gets through the wickets of Brushett to make the game 1-1. So Dynamo with a backhander, able to tap it through the legs of the Penguin goalie and tie the game at 1. Center ice draw, it'll be Vickers, Lowarchuk, Goldberg, Zachi, and Dixon. They have just come on the ice for a line change, so they should be good and fresh as Lowarchuk will bang it in behind the net, and the Penguins go back to that dump and chase. Vickers in after. Gets to the puck and possesses in the corner. He's supported by Goldberg. Vickers coming around behind, looking. He'll go to the point to Dixon. It's in his skate, so he'll tap it to Zachi. Both of these point men can really rip pucks. That one flipped in on net, and the rebound swiped clear of Vickers, who was right there trying to tap it by. Lowarchuk on a back check as the Dynamo comes in, and absolutely missile fought off by the Penguin goaltender. It'll be Dixon getting control up the wall to Lowarchuk. Lowarchuk over the line. He'll center it for Vickers. Vickers will work it all the way to the Dynamo end, and they'll get it behind the net where they'll run a breakout. And we're going to get a penalty, a slashing call coming here. Looks like it'll be on CP Dynamo, and it'll put the Penguins on the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. Minute and a half for slashing the call. And the Pens go to the power play. Bloom, Lohr, Bowen, Foster, and Kumnik. The 5 flightless birds deployed for this one. Bouncing puck over Bloom's stick right to Bowen. Bowen will backhand one towards the net that skips wide of the cage. Tracked down by Lohr, now Bloom. Bloom back to the point man Foster. He'll set things up from there and go back to the corner to Bloom. Bloom peeling off the wall, wrapping things around. He'll find Kumnik coming down to the top of the circles, and his shot skips just wide of the cage. Tons of traffic in front there for the Penguins. Lohr Works it further to the corner. This Seven Fields Wealth Management power play looking good, and it'll be played with a high stick by Bloom, so it's going to go all the way back to the Penguins' end. 59 seconds left on the power play, 4:17 in period one, a 1-1 tie here from Barron's Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. The mistake by the lake. Going to take some time today to look at both of the beautiful sites in Cleveland. Take about 8 minutes, I think. It'll be puck shot into the CP bench, and we'll have a face-off outside of the CP blue line. That's not true. Cleveland's a beautiful city with a great football team. And if you buy that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona for you. It's Foster at the red line, dumping it into the CP end, and the Pens will dump and chase again. It's Lore and Bowen on the forecheck. It comes off Bowen's skate, skipping out to the middle where it's picked up by CP Dynamo, and they'll carry it into the Penguins' end. Kumnick defending, a nice defensive play to keep it wide. Get it with the skate, he'll pick it up in the corner, and he'll flip it all the way into the netting. That would be a penalty in the National Hockey League. In youth hockey, however, it's a whistle and a face-off. First period action here from Cleveland, Ohio. 3:42 to play in period number 1. Back to the point for a slap shot that's blocked by Foligno in front. Gets control and rims it around to the Pens goal scorer, Baru, whose centering feed just past the stick of Vickers and turned back the other direction for Foligno to try again. He'll get it to Vickers this time, who peels off the wall. He's got Luarchuk with him. Goes with the drop pass. It's off Luarchuk's stick, and back come Dynamo. Up to center and into the Penguin zone with an onside play, they'll say. Bouncing puck gathered by Foligno. He'll go hard off the wall and get it out to center red. It's all the way back actually to the Dynamo zone as one of their defensemen was changing. Baru getting there to disrupt a breakout, and the Penguins try to set up in the Dynamo zone. Rimmed around. It'll be Luarchuk. Pressuring in the corner, supported by Vickers all the way back to Dixon at the point. He'll fire one in that's tracked by the glove hand side and held. 2:43 to play, period 1. A 1-1 game here in Cleveland. The 2-1-6 showcase. Puck popped back to Foster. He lofts it down deep for Schweitzer. He'll cut into the middle, firing one down low. Nice save to keep it out by the Dynamo goaltender. Foster carrying things out the center. I'm working on some settings here, folks, with producer currently producing the Tens game, but helping me here to see if I can get you this stream better. Bring the last minute here. I'll try to get this done during intermission. Special thanks to Nick Paris, the the real brains behind the operation. CP Dynamo into the Penn's end, centering pass, cutting into the middle, shot off, brush it, and trickling wide of the cage. Reverse back to the other side where it's defended well by Foligno, lofted to the blue line, but not out, kept in as we're inside of the final minute in the first. It's in the feet of Foligno. He'll get it, kick it back to his stick, and work the puck up over the Penn's blue line, lofted in by Baru, or I'm sorry, CP Baru. Here comes Dynamo into the Penn's end, dropping one. It's between the wickets and cleared by Pittsburgh. Dixon up the board. Schweitzer will gain the CP zone as we wind inside of 20 seconds left. He's defended off well. Pressure from Bowen. Kicks the puck free at center. He'll try to go right back up the wall into some Dynamo action, and a whistle on an offside play with 7 seconds left. Try this here real quick, folks. Tried to change a couple settings. I think some of it may have helped. Some of the streaming settings I can't change midstream, so I'd have to cut us off here, which I might do and try to restart. But I don't know that I won't mess that up. just going to go back to calling it. If I have to upload it, I will. My apologies, folks. We have an injured Dynamo player in the corner. I did not see what happened. It does appear as if Baru is headed to the box on a boarding penalty, so the Pens are going to head to the penalty kill. On a boarding penalty by Baru. It'll be a minute and a half. And the Dynamo player's back to his knees. And he's up, so that's good news. So we're at 10:59 to play here in the second period. Let me get that updated for you. Pens 1, Dynamo 1. Defensive zone draw for the Penguins. Bowen forces it to the blue line, but it's kept in there. Turning with it, Dynamo. They'll go low to high, kind of mid to high for a shot from the point that skitters wide of the Penguins' net. Picked up in the corner by Dynamo. Pressured immediately by the Pens defenseman, Foligno. Back to the point it'll come. Bloom in on the pressure, turns the body, makes the block. You want to see him stay facing forward there to not take that puck where there's no pads. More pads on your front of you than the back in hockey. Puck at the blue line. Battle won by Bloom. He's having a heck of a PK here. It'll be Bowen into the CP zone. Gets it knocked off of his stick. Bloom on the back check. Falls down, but and Dynamo will gain the zone. A nice crisscrossing play there, and they're trying 5-hole again on Brush It, and that time the stick is there to deflect it to the corner. Peeling off the wall, firing one, and Brush It there to cradle that one in the belly. CP Dynamo in black today. Black jerseys with neon orange striping. We'll see that orange a lot today. Pens play the Flyers later. Then gray stripes. It's black jerseys, black sock, black pants, kind of a black, orange, and gray sock and black helmet. Your Pens are in white, the reverse retro white with Pittsburgh diagonal across the chest. The Penguins logo on the shoulders. Black pants, white socks, the black and gold striping, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. Rimmed around by Dynamo. They're still on the power play. Penguins on the PK here. It'll be Foster with it at center. Lofting it all the way into the CP zone to be tracked by Schweitzer. Rim to the left for a breakout attempt. Up to the point, and it's a nice breakout pass there. In comes Dynamo, weaving to the right, looking to the middle. Great puck possession play there before the back checker. Schweitzer able to get control. Penalty over. It'll be Vickers coming on for Baru. He's up the boards, popping it in behind the CP net for Schweitzer to get in on the forecheck. He's supported by Vickers, with Dynamo able to run a nice controlled breakout out the center. And CP's going to get a penalty. We get a high sticking call as Vickers upended at center. High sticking penalty, so it'll be a minute and a half of the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. Your power play 5. It'll be Goldberg, Dvorak, Vickers, Zachi, Foster. CP wins the faceoff, rims it around, and they'll bank it out the center. Foster gets control. He tries to go back the same direction, right to Vickers it'll be, and it's Zachi with a possession in the Penguins end off the boards for Goldberg. Good indirect pass there. Goldberg leaves it for Zachi. He tries to tap it over to Vickers, but it's sent back out the center. Weaving through center is a CP forward who's knocked off the puck by Foster. Picked up by Lowarchuk, who rims it around for Vickers. It takes an odd bounce over by the Zamboni door. And it'll be picked up by Foster and carried to center. Dynamo backing up to the blue line. As Foster weaves in, cuts to the middle. He'll fire high glove side. Rebound out front. Waved at by Lowarchuk. He was unable to pop it past, and Dynamo clears out the center. Penguins have it in the Dynamo zone, trying to get up, in their own end, trying to get the breakout working. It will end up on the stick of Lowarchuk, who breaks free in the middle, shooting one, cross the other side, down low. Let's get the replay. Can we snag it? We will. You'll see this one live as the puck popped free to Lowarchuk. He was able to tap it by, and he just got the goalie moving from his left to his right. He went back to the right and slid it by low to the left. Well, it would be low right side of the net. And the Penguins have made it 2-1. Another Penguin shot there. That one fought off by the Dynamo goaltender. Second period action here from Cleveland. 7:42 to play. Kumnik with it at the blue line, and he just pulls it out over, and it'll be an offside play. Face off to come outside of the Dynamo zone. Bloom trying to whack it forward. He will. He'll get control, pop it in behind the Dynamo defense, and track it to the all the way to the corner. Leaving it for Schweitzer, who has it knocked away, and Dynamo back out with a clear to center. That'll be picked up by Kumnik in his own end. Nice stop and kind of pull back, played it into the Dynamo forwards, and it'll be kept in. Shot towards the net, cut off by Foligno. It's up off the stick of Schweitzer and into the Dynamo zone. They'll try to bank it up the boards as well. A centering feed that just unable to get the whole way through to Bowen. A good back check there by a Dynamo forward to keep it out. It'll be Blue along the boards, cutting in front, dislodging the puck, and Kumnik will pick it up in the Penguin zone. Kind of stopping in the corner, continuing to maintain good hard downward pressure with that bottom hand to keep control of that puck by Kumnik. As the puck bounces off the goalie right to a Dynamo forward who gains the Penn's end. Kumnik there again to defend. Bowen tries to wedge it up. Shot off the outside of the net from the top of the circles is gathered by Foligno. Sent up for Schweitzer. It'll be icing if it's far enough. And they wave it off. They wave off the ice. Penguins with a mid-line change here. It'll be Lowarchuk getting the puck, carrying it to the right wing side. Penguins with fresh legs as it's back to Zachi. His shot from outside. A nice kick save to the corner. Lowarchuk will win another battle. Centering pass. Vickers wasn't ready for it. He was kind of twisted the wrong way and wasn't looking at the puck at that exact moment and just goes right by. He's able to regain it at center and carry it into the CP zone. He'll leave it for Baru, who pops it back to the corner and chases it down, hopping over his stick, cutting to the back and fired to the point where Dixon will keep it, but it'll be tapped out the center and an offside play. Looks like the 2010s have tied things. Face off for Vickers. One back to Kumnik. Kumnik over to Baru. Baru tapping to Foster. Foster gains the offensive zone, dumps it in. Vickers fell down, so it'll be Lowarchuk on the forecheck. The wing for CP falls down, and a shot from Kumnik goes off the skate of Baru and tapped up high into the air. CP able to clear out the center. It's icing. If it's far enough, it will not be. It'll be picked up by Kumnik. Oh, well, one guy called icing, one guy called no icing, and we're going to have a penalty. All right, it'll be Vickers, 2 for slashing. Well, a minute and a half for slashing, so the Pens are going to head to the penalty kill. They got a power play goal. Now they're going to have to kill a penalty with a 1-goal lead. Second period action. Penguins able to win the draw and clear the zone. CP will set up at their own blue line. Penguins with heavy pressure here. Lohr and and Bloom up on the forecheck. As CP comes back to center, it'll be a bit of a one-on-one play with Kumnik, who has good body position, gets the stick out in front, able to get control, but unable to clear. Back on it is Bloom. Now Kumnik kept at the blue line a second time. Bloom without a twig. He scoops down and picks it up, wrapped around by Foster for a shot to come that's blocked by Bloom. He'll battle along the boards. He has battled today. Finally cleared. No icing as it's off of a stick all the way to the CP zone. 40 seconds left on the Dynamo power play. Penguins Bowen breaking things up deep in the CP zone. Lohr able to jump off and get a change as Foster and Foligno are now on the back end. Tapped across to be picked up and tracked by Bowen. A shot from the outside, booted away by Foligno, but right to a Dynamo player to the corner. A battle will go down in the corner. Foligno able to win that and swipe it away up to the blue line and cleared by Bowen. Bowen trying to wedge it back up the wall again. This time Foligno will go D to D. It's off of Foster and we'll have an offside play. Dynamo just came over the line. I don't know that they still had somebody in the zone there, to be honest. Face off outside of the Pen zone. Penguins still short-handed. Power play now, or penalty now over. Vickers steps on the ice, gets immediately in a battle. And Dynamo will come back to the Pens blue line where Dixon will work along the wall. Vickers able to cut in front, get control, knock down, taps it right to a Dynamo forward who shots off the side of the cage. Unable to be cleared by Zachi. Rebound popping around in front. Finally swiped away by Goldberg, but not out. It'll be on the half wall for Dynamo. Now Goldberg unable to clear the zone, but it's to the stick of Vickers, who will carry things out the center. And he skates by Baru, who was free at the blue line for a shot from the outside that's gloved. So Penguins get the PK here in period 2. Penguins pop the puck to the corner in the Dynamo zone where they'll start a breakout up the left. Moving it cross ice, picked off by Dixon. He just blazes into the Dynamo zone, but Bloom is stepping as Dixon kind of held the puck behind him to protect it as he entered the zone. It threw the play offsides, 2:35 to play here in period 2. Face off outside of the CP zone. Tapped forward and controlled by Lohr as he cuts to the right-hand side. Tries to come out from behind. It'll be finally Bloom cutting to the middle. Knocked off of his stick back to the left corner. Bloom hits the deck, and Dynamo comes out the center. Banking one off the boards. Defended well by Dixon, but it's booted into the zone, and it's a 2-on-1. In around Zachi. He's able to keep it wide, though. A play to the point, tapped by Lohr, controlled by Zachi, and the Penguins will take the heat out of that hot kitchen. Clearing attempt by Dynamo, and it'll be put in on an offside play by Lore. Bloom in the zone. Foster off the face-off and neutralized. Be able to get it to the blue line, and Baru will tap it forward. It's turned back the other way by Dynamo. A centering feed cut off by the back-checking Lorchuk, who throws it back to the Dynamo end where they'll set things up. Banked heavy off the boards behind. It's all the way to Foster at the point. A skipping puck. There's the rebound, and Johnny on the spot is George Lorchuk to tap it home for his second of the game. A heavy shot from Foster at the point, kind of skips in, goes off the pad of the Dynamo goaltender. And there is Lorchuk to tap it home. And give the Penguins a 3-1 lead here late in the second period with just over a minute to play. Now it's Baru hitting Goldberg right in the back. It's CP Dynamo trying to cut the lead back to 1. A big stop by Burchett. Puck cleared by Kumnik and carried out to the blue line. He'll carry it all the way to the Dynamo end into the bit of traffic as he winds through and rings one off the crossbar. A heavy shot there by the Pens defenseman on the rush. Dynamo able to work it back out to center where it's tapped past Goldberg, but gathered in, and he'll fire one cross ice to Baru. Baru has it just roll off of his stick, and back comes CP Dynamo up to the blue line. Over to the right-hand side, popped all the way to the corner. Pressure from Lorchuk. Lorchuk will battle along the boards. Supported well there. It was Kumnik and Goldberg. It'll be Goldberg digging it out as the clock ticks down inside of 5 seconds to play. Puck in the corner, and the potentially worst horn I've ever heard in hockey rink sounds to end the second period. And we're going to give you a little bit of a replay action here of the last Penguins goal. Hope you enjoy this. We are back live from Cleveland, Ohio. Penguins leading 3-1 here against CP Dynamo in the third period. 13 minutes of exciting hockey action left to go for you. Puck sent careening around behind. Dumped to the corner. Dynamo gets control behind the net. And it'll be brought out by Dixon. Dixon with a great cross-ice pass. The Lord taps it by the defender. He's in. Scooting around, firing one. It's off the side of the cage. Gathered back in and centered for Bloom. All the way back to the point for Dixon to fire it into the carnage in front of the net. Kept at the blue line again. This time it's Foligno deeper for Schweitzer looking for Bloom. But it's picked off and back come Dynamo. Lorzy on the back check as Dynamo tries to dump and chase. It'll be Dixon getting there. But taken from him by CP Dynamo, and they'll set things up in the corner. Popping it in behind the Penguins net. Pressured by Bloom, now Foligno. Foligno banking one off the wall to Schweitzer. Schweitzer will tap it back to Bloom. Bloom weaving through center with speed, cutting back to this side. Firing one down low that's booted to the outside by the Dynamo netminder. Picked up in the corner by Schweitzer, who will wrap it around looking for Goldberg. Goldberg, offensive zone, stopping, starting. Penguins changing forwards behind him, and Enzo Vickers joins the play with puck pressure. Up to the point and tap past Dixon, but right there's Luarchuk and Vickers to break the play up. Vickers shooting one. It's up off the stick of a Dynamo player into the Penguins bench. But they'll say it's off the Penguins stick, so it'll be a D-zone draw coming up here for the Pens. Check in on the other Cinnamon's World game of the day. If you're over on that side, it's the 2010s in a 1-1 tie with the Chicago Fury. A goal by Luca Filiaggi in that one. 2 by Luarchuk and 1 by Baru here as it's Zachi centering feed looking for Luarchuk streaking to the middle, and that was a high-end play right there. Vickers is down on the ice as we get a whistle. What a play as Zachi drove the outside and was able to center it. It went off Luarchuk's stick and wide. And Enzo Vickers is down on the ice. Hopefully he's okay. He's being tended to by head coach Trevor Nelson. Trevor's joined on the bench today by assistant coach Rob Don't Call Me Lamborghini Ferrari, Grumpy Cat Brian Bloom, and Big Al, Alex Kumnick. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe below. Also visit us, www.cinetv.com, the .com, cinetv.com. We're also on Twitter, the Insta, and Facebook. cinetv.com also gives you the opportunity to buy the crew a beer. Set up by Nick Paris. The link on the website for that. And I'm joined here today, cameraman working the angles for you, Dan Foster, producing this broadcast, Jeremy Evans, as well as doing play-by-play double duty. As Bowen able to get control, tap it up to Schweitzer, who goes indirect off the wall and chases things down. Schweitzer all the way to the left-hand corner of the Dynamo zone. Cutting behind the net where Bowen kind of taps and leaves it. Rimmed back around and past Foster all the way out to center where Zachi will pick things up in his own end. 10:20 to play here in the third period. Penguins 3, CP Dynamo 1. Puck off the stick all the way into the Dynamo end where it's rimmed around. Bowen will be the first one there. He tries to tap it further for Schweitzer, but it's turned back the other way by Dynamo. And a nice breakout pass out to center. Zachi with a one-on-one defense here. Shot in and blockered right off to the corner by Brichette. All the way out to center where it's picked up in a D-to-D play. And an offside on the Dynamo dump into the Penguin zone. Faceoff will come all the way back out to center ice. Goldberg off the stick of Baru. and cleared by Dynamo out the center. Swooping in to get control, but cut in front by Lewarchuk. It's up for Kumnik to go high off the glass, all the way to Baru. He's got Goldberg. He'll send it across. Goldberg there to fire one. Rebound comes to Baru. His stuff attempt kept out by a full splitsy save there by the Dynamo goaltender. A great play by the Pens. Baru to get it into the middle. Two excellent passing plays here in the third period. One by Zachi, one by Baru. Two good, one went wide, the other one a good stop by Goldberg, by the goaltender, as Goldberg tries to feed it right back to Baru, doesn't get through, but it's all Penguins right now as Baru will loft one towards the cage. It'll be Lewarchuk getting there, playing it further for Goldberg. It comes the whole way through to Baru, who taps it off the side of the net, back out the center. Zachi defending as CP Dynamo gains the Penguin zone under 9 minutes in the third. 3-1 Pens lead. It'll be picked up by Dixon behind the net. The Penguins doing a good job with breakouts. This one's free to Bowen, who tries to send it all the way across to Schweitzer. Right there when I see Schweitzer kind of slash across instead of staying wide. Get on the same side of the ice as the puck right there. Schweitzer pinned to the boards, followed on by Bloom, but he gets it no further than the Dynamo point. Zachi behind the net now. He'll rim it around behind. Picked up by Bowen. Bowen will try to go cross ice again to Schweitzer. He'll connect this time. A bit behind him, but he's able to turn around and get it all the way into the Dynamo end for Bloom. This is where the Penguins want to play right now, with a lead 200 feet away from their cage. As Bowen working hard. Dynamo clears it up the wall, but kept by Foster. He'll dump it back for the corner. That's swiped away, and back comes Dynamo. A dump and change for CP as they'll get it in behind the Penguins net for Dixon. Dixon cutting back up the middle. He'll shoot one across for Baru. Baru with some speed at center is able to dump it in, and the Penguins will get their change this time. Dynamo working controlled breakout that's cut off by Foster. Top back to the blue line, but no further, and Dynamo will come back into the Penguins' end for a dump it. Gaining the zone and putting it in behind where Kumnik will get there, and he's able to work it right around to Lewarchuk, who has a beauty of a pass to hit Baru. Baru uses his body to protect, throws a back, one-handed backhander in on net that's kept out. The rebound also kept out as the puck is still back in front. Worked for as it's shot inside and the puck is in the net. I think it'll be number 2 Enzo Vickers with the goal in front. Oh, wait, maybe they're saying no goal. Puck is in the net. Penguins are celebrating. Yes, it is a goal. It's a goal. So the Penguins were able to force it back into the middle there. They had a couple good scoring chances on that, and they were able to kind of keep the puck in there in that danger zone, whacking away at it. And it'll put the Penguins up 4-1 here in the third. Kumnik gets control, banks it up off the boards, can't get it out, and following in comes Dynamo. A backhander sent in on Burchett. He's able to stick it up high in the air. It's gathered by Foster back out the center for Lewarchuk. Lewarchuk will dump it into the corner, and the Pens will get a line change. Vickers in on the forecheck as Dynamo will run the breakout up the right wing side into the Penguin zone. A centering pass defended well by 3 Penguins, popping free to a wing on the outside whose shot skips wide of the Penguins cage. It'll be Bowen up the left, Tries to dump it in, can't get it the whole way deep, and it'll be iced by CP Dynamo. And with 5:51 to play in the third, we'll have an offensive zone draw. Penguins will deploy Bloom, Lohr, Bowen, Dixon, and Foligno. Face-off won by Dynamo. Rimmed around behind where it'll be picked up by Lohr, and he'll battle in the corner now. 2 players go down. Foligno gathers it and loses it, and it'll be back out the center where the Penguins will regroup. Over to Dixon. Dixon has it swiped away, and back comes CP Dynamo. A shot from the point blocked by his own teammate. Bowen will try to chase it down. CP able to get to it in their own end and work it back out the center. Banked off the boards. It'll be Dixon, now Bloom. Bloom cutting to the middle. Got Lohr to the outside, he'll try for him. It's off a stick, but right to Lohr, who winds and fires, and he catches iron. 2 posts right in the third period by the Pens. As it's sent all the way back to the Pens end where Foligno will get there. He's under immediate pressure and actually loses the puck for a moment. A centering pass is taken by Dixon and cleared all the way to center. He'll carry it the whole way into the Dynamo zone, looking for a centering feed for Bloom. That's intercepted, and back comes Dynamo as the Pens were able to get a line change. It'll be fresh legs of Grayson Baru swooping into the offensive zone, weaving between 2 defenders and snapping one off on the glove hand side. Hopefully you finished the first one because you're headed back to the fridge. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Grab an ice. Cold Baru with his second of the game. Did I get any of it? I got you the celebration, I think. None of the replay of the goal. Just celebration, folks. As the Penguins take a 5-1 lead. Face-off won by Dynamo. They'll gain the Penguins' end and shoot it in. Brush it. Sends it off the paddle to the corner. Picked up by Dynamo there. Defended by Zachy. He'll get it up to Baru, who finds Vickers. Vickers weaving into the offensive zone. Has it knocked off of his stick. The clearing attempt cut off by Baru. Set in on net, and it's tapped out to the outside. Rimmed up. Banked out to center. Picked up by Dynamo on the right. Cutting to the inside. They've got space here. Shooting one off a body to just to the side of the net where it'll be covered by Burchett. And we'll get a whistle. 3:40 to play. And the Penguins have a 5-1 advantage. Defensive zone draw won by the Penguins and cleared by Lohr. Works it to Schweitzer. Schweitzer into the offensive zone. Weaves to the outside. Cuts up, possesses, and sends it to the point man. Nice move there by Schweitzer. He's able to get it to Kubnik. His down low shot deflected by Bloom wide of the cage. Schweitzer will pick it up behind. Centering pass to a twisting Lohr who shoots one in off the goaltender to the corner it goes. Kept in by Foligno. Foligno puts it deep looking for Bloom. It'll be countered by CP Dynamo out the center where it's banked in on an offside play by Kubnik. In the neutral zone, it'll be Goldberg with it inside of 3 minutes here. Goldberg with speed Weaving into the Dynamo zone, down to his knees where he wrists one that's deflected up over the net. A breakout by Dynamo is cut off by Baru. It'll be to Goldberg, who loses it briefly, and it'll be Dynamo into the Penn's end. Weaving one side, shooting the other. Tracked well by Burchett, able to put it into the corner. Rimmed around for Lowarchuk in the half wall. He'll throw it up to the point man, no further. Kubnik will try this time, and he'll get it out to center. There, Dynamo will set things up to the right wing. Dumping it in, it'll be Dixon working it up the wall for Lowarchuk. Dynamo will get control, and they're down the right wing side. Pressured and broken up by Grayson Baru. Baru carries behind his own net, cuts out in front, knocked down on the play, and Kubnik will wave at it and get it to center. Lowarchuk will pick it up there, knocked off of his stick, and back comes CP Dynamo, who's able to dump it to the corner for Dixon to rim around, and it'll be Lowarchuk tapping it out to center. Up and in on an onside play to be sent back up to the blue line by Dixon, but no further. Battle along the wall that's won by CP Dynamo. Shot comes in. Zachi eats that one like it was a breakfast biscuit. And Dynamo turns it back out in front. A sliding stop by Brushett before the rebound is put in behind. And CP Dynamo closes the Penguin lead to 3, a 5-2 lead now, as Dynamo attempts a rebound past the sprawled out Penguins goaltender, who made the first and maybe second stop on that. 1:03 to play in the third. Face-off controlled by CP Dynamo as they try to continue a comeback here. Pinned against the wall by Foligno, swiped away by CP Dynamo. A centering feed broken up by Bowen. He'll get it free to Schweitzer, who's out to center. He's into the zone with Lohr, weaving to the outside, putting on the Ritz as he fires one off the side of the cage. Followed up by Foster. Foster's centering pass off Lohr's stick, bouncing over Schweitzer's. He'll pick it up along the half wall, twisting and turning in the offensive zone. He'll dump it way in behind and force Dynamo to go 200 feet here. Under pressure by Lohr. All the way to the point for Foligno, who keeps it into Schweitzer. He'll spin off the wall, tapping it towards the middle before being cleared back to the point for Foligno. To loft one inside of the net, tapped just wide of the cage by Schweitzer. He picks the puck up, centering pass off of Bowen. As the clock winds down, the Penguins will walk away with a 5-2 victory here from Barron's Arena in Chicago. Thanks for joining us on Cinnamon Swirl TV. Remember to subscribe below. And we'll be back in action 4:50 today. And we'll try to adjust some of the streaming stuff to do what we can to help you with the stream. Join us then, 4:50.